Hello and welcome to my light bowgun-ish build progression. Honestly, I was so happy to find out light bowgun finally has Pierce rapid fire back. They've even added sticky at rapid fire, and generally just, what I thought light bowgun was going to be getting back to its roots, but of course they've thrown in another mechanic just to make it really annoying. So it's kind of bothering me that yet again we're getting spread pushed up and up and up, and Pierce is just sucking it. Pierce light bowgun sounds epic, all that DPS going through a monster, doesn't hit hard enough for a start. Monster weak points are just few and far between, and the way in which you need to maintain and sustain DPS with a light bowgun is generally horrific, as shown by that weird little reload thing I just tried to do there. Annoyingly, this is a different build that I'm using now, but it was a very self-sustain orientated build by utilising a health augment and 2-piece ruin and nerg, so I wanted to see how much health return I could get. So I am playing a little bit bad at the start just to try and see how much health return I can get. I personally don't feel it's too bad, but against something like a Radabarn it should really be a lot better. But anyway, although I am loving Pierce rapid fire being back, not too impressed, simply because the best way to sustain it is by using the evading reload, and I find that irritating at best. So let's have a look at some of the progressions that I have come up with for the rapid fire Pierce. Now annoyingly, early on in the game, the only really useful light bowgun with Pierce rapid fire is the Nagakuga. So you kind of want to hold off till then, till you really start farming the Pierce level 2. But we're using Hidden Bullet, Nagakuga 3-piece, Alpha, Beta, Alpha again. I'm also using the attack charm for now, because with the Baroth waste we can get another 2 agitator in there, and then obviously whacking a few challenger decorations or a level 4 if you've got it. And the Baroth chest decorations are expert, expert, expert level 4, expert, Pierce, challenger, challenger, expert level 1, attack deco, charm. Now you tend to keep the 3-piece Nagakuga throughout, it's just the other 2 pieces that change throughout, and the meta is like that as well. So again, basically maintain the same, just we are utilising the Tigrex chest and Tigrex waist. Swapped out a few of the decos, which you can see here, as well as the charm. We are now using the challenger charm because that's a thing now. If you have the release decos and you can fit them in there, that's fine. One thing I will note as well, that getting refresh or the stamina surge will help, because doing the evading reload will consume your stamina like a bitch. Now from here, all you really do swap out at this point would be the chest for the Kirin Alpha. This offers you a bit more flexibility, as you're able to put a lot more critical eye naturally into your build, and from there decorations pretty much remain the same. Now I don't want to step on any toes here, but because when I'm testing out a new mechanic in the game, I'll typically go for the meta setup, and we all know where that comes from. So I'm just going to quickly put that up on screen now. Now as we can see, this is a very powerful build, level 7 crit high, level 4 attack boost, level 4 agitator, level 3 peak performance, level 3 critical boost, level 2 piercing shots, and level 2 stamina surge. They're the main ones you're really going to be wanting to look at. We've also got some tool specialist in there, which is really handy, as well as some mind's eye ballistica going on. So this is a generally all-round very powerful build. My issue with it is, as you can probably see by some of the gameplay going on, I get hit a fair bit with light bowgun, so I'm not really able to maintain peak performance, and without peak performance this build does fall not short, it just definitely drops in damage. So because there's no way to actively sustain peak performance, typically for this you would use a health augment, but that meta build did not, which is what I was struggling with. So I've gone out of my way to try and find a way to maintain some decent DPS while being able to heal, maybe not always just for the peak performance. And I've come up with a build that enables you to heal, have peak performance, and just generally be a bit more flexible without sacrificing too much DPS. So that is the main focus of this video. This is what I'm wanting to share with everyone. So this is the sort of base setup. We're using the Black Wing Bowgun 2. That's a bloody nightmare to say. This is the current best Pierce rapid fire light bowgun, and it is better than the Nagakuga Hidden Bullet by a hell of a chunk. So in there we have a Pierce Dual 3, 2 affinity and 1 health, although I can't quite remember if the current state of the game only allows for 1 affinity and 1 health, but we're also using the custom mods Attack All the Way. I think you can get to level 5 or level 4, I can't quite remember, but we're using the Dober helmet with a what should be refresh release for that stamina surge, Kirin Alpha chest with Pierce Dual 3 and a Challenger Dual 2, Ruin and Nergi Beta gloves with a Challenger / medicine, remember this one, and an Expert deco, Nergi Ruin and Nerg waist with Critical Dual 2 and an Expert, Yangaruga Beta boots with a Challenger medicine again and 2 more critical, as well as the Razor Sharp charm. Now the 2 Challenger decos are completely interchangeable, and I'll show you some different setups I've done with this. So this is the exact same build again, it's just rather than using a Challenger medicine on the boots, I'm using a Challenger Dual 4, and in the gloves it's a Flawless medicine, slightly less healing but has the capacity to do more damage due to Flawless. And then this one here uses 2 Flawless medicine decorations. I do prefer the first build with the Flawless medicine and Challenger medicine. It just enables you to get a lot more healing using the 2-piece Nergi for haste and recovery and a health augment. I find it a lot more comfortable. I've not sacrificed too much DPS, and the overall effect I do find is a pretty solid build, but just some build variety for you there. I'll let you test and play around with, and hopefully you make a decision from there. But anyway, that is me. Thank you very much for watching. Have fun, good luck, and don't die. It's bad for the health.